SHIELD, the Strategic Homeland Intervention, Enforcement and Logistics Division, better known as SHIELD, is the foundation of almost everything that shaped the modern MCU. Originally created after World War II from the remnants of the SSR, SHIELD was built to protect the world from threats beyond standard military control. Nick Fury took the reins as director, aided by Maria Hill and Phil Coulson, but its origins tie back to Howard Stark, Peggy Carter, and Colonel Chester Phillips. What began as humanity's defense against Hydra evolved into a sprawling global spy network, one that secretly recruited Tony Stark, monitored Bruce Banner, and even discovered Thor's hammer when it fell to Earth. For a long time, SHIELD seemed impenetrable and untouchable. But in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, the truth shattered that illusion. Hydra had infiltrated it from within, operating in the shadows for decades. That betrayal made SHIELD both hero and villain in the same breath, redefining how fans saw the organization and forever changing the MCU's balance of power. Hydra. Cut off one head, two more shall take its place. Hydra started as the Nazi Deep Science Division under Johann Schmidt, the Red Skull, during World War II. Fueled by the Tesseract, they sought global domination under the guise of technological progress. Even after the defeat, Hydra never truly died. It simply went underground, building itself back up quietly. By infiltrating SHIELD through figures like Alexander Pierce and Arnim Zola's algorithm, Hydra survived into the modern era. Its operatives control global politics, military programs, and even the Winter Soldier Project. Every major MCU conspiracy, from the assassination of Howard Stark to the creation of Project Insight, had Hydra's fingerprints on it. Hydra's philosophy of order through chaos created some of the MCU's darkest storylines, turning allies into enemies and forcing heroes to question who they were really fighting for. Wakanda's War Dogs. Wakanda may be known for its isolation and vibranium technology, but its global reach comes from the War Dogs, an undercover intelligence network planted across the world. Created by King T'Chaka and later overseen by T'Challa, these operatives gather intelligence and influence events while maintaining Wakanda's secrecy. In Black Panther, it's revealed that one war dog, N'Jobu, T'Challa's uncle, went rogue, believing Wakanda should use its resources to liberate oppressed people worldwide. That ideology led to the birth of Killmonger and a civil conflict that reshaped Wakanda's future. The War Dogs embody Wakanda's moral conflict, protecting their people versus sharing their power. They operate like a fusion of SHIELD and MI6, but with deeper cultural and political weight, making them one of the most complex covert organizations in the MCU. The Masters of the Mystic Arts. Hidden in sanctums across the world, the Masters of the Mystic Arts serve as the universe's unseen defenders. Led by the Ancient One, and later by Doctor Strange, their duty is not to manipulate politics or power, but to guard reality from cosmic and interdimensional threats. Though not a spy agency, their secret nature makes them one of the most powerful clandestine organizations in existence. Their sanctums in New York, London, and Hong Kong connect to the mirror dimension and the multiverse itself, giving them influence far beyond any government or secret organization. Their interventions, from stopping Dormammu's invasion to protecting Earth from Thanos, happen without the public ever knowing. The Masters show that secrecy can serve good just as easily as it can serve control, a theme that echoes through every hidden group in the MCU. Department of Damage Control. After the Battle of New York, the world needed someone to clean up the chaos left by super battles, alien wreckage, broken cities, and dangerous tech. That's where the Department of Damage Control came in, formed through a partnership between Stark Industries and the U.S. government. What began as a simple cleanup team quickly turned into something more powerful and invasive. In Spider-Man: Homecoming, they took over the salvage operation from Adrian Toomes, unknowingly creating the villainous Vulture. Later, in No Way Home and Ms. Marvel, they shifted from containment to control, interrogating heroes and treating powered individuals like criminals. Damage control represents the darker side of bureaucracy, proof that even those claiming to protect the world can become the very force that limits its heroes. The TVA. The Time Variance Authority operates outside reality itself. Introduced in Loki, the TVA monitors timelines, pruning branches and maintaining what they call the sacred timeline. To most, they seem omnipotent, an eternal bureaucracy managing destiny. But behind the propaganda lies the truth. The TVA was founded by He Who Remains, a variant of Kang the Conqueror. Every agent, including Mobius and Hunter B-15, was unknowingly a variant taken from another reality. The TVA's collapse unraveled the multiverse, creating the very chaos it was designed to prevent. In fan discussions, it's often seen as the MCU's most terrifying organization, not for its violence, but for its control over free will and time itself. AIM. Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, was introduced in Iron Man 3 as a think tank led by Aldrich Killian. Behind its polished tech image, AIM secretly developed the Extremis program, turning soldiers into volatile superhumans. Although it fell apart after Killian's death, AIM's name continues to surface in fan theories and media speculation, especially with MODOK's appearance in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Many believe AIM could return as the MCU's next scientific powerhouse, a replacement for Hydra in a world obsessed with tech and control. SWORD. While S.H.I.E.L.D. looked inward, SWORD, the Sentinel Weapon Observation and Response Division, looks upward. Introduced in WandaVision, SWORD deals with extraterrestrial threats and anomalies. Under acting director Tyler Hayward, the agency rebuilt Vision as a weapon, showing how quickly protection can turn into exploitation. Their monitoring of Wanda's hex and pursuit of sentient weapons positions SWORD as a bridge between Earth's intelligence community and the cosmos. Their involvement hints at larger stories ahead, especially with Nick Fury now working in space with Secret Invasion and the Marvels. The Illuminati. In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, fans finally saw the Illuminati, a secret multiversal council of the universe's most powerful minds, including Professor X, Captain Carter, Black Bolt, and Reed Richards. Though destroyed by Wanda, the Illuminati represented the ultimate secret organization, a group monitoring and deciding the fate of entire realities in secret. Their existence confirmed that powerful figures across timelines have been manipulating outcomes behind the scenes, a concept fans expect to expand in Avengers: Secret Wars. The Ten Rings. Long before Iron Man built his first suit in a cave, the Ten Rings organization had been shaping world events. In the first Iron Man, they appeared as a terrorist network responsible for Tony Stark's capture, but that was only the surface. The Ten Rings turned out to be a global crime empire led by Xu Wenwu, an immortal warlord who had been manipulating empires for centuries. Their presence runs through multiple films, from the fake Mandarin facade in Iron Man 3 to their true re-emergence in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Wenwu's control, powered by the mystical rings themselves, blended legend and reality, combining ancient power with modern influence. Even after Wenwu's death, the organization didn't vanish. The post-credit scene teased that his daughter Xiaoling was rebuilding it in her own image, not as a terrorist army, but as a global syndicate. The Ten Rings remain one of the most unpredictable forces in the MCU, bridging myth, legacy, good and evil, and organized power in a way few others do. The Red Room. Hidden under layers of Soviet secrecy, the Red Room shaped the MCU's deadliest operatives. It's where Natasha Romanoff, Yelena Belova, and countless other Black Widows were trained and brainwashed into perfect killers. Introduced through flashbacks and expanded in Black Widow, the Red Room wasn't just a training ground, it was a psychological prison. Overseen by General Dreykov, the program used chemical mind control to erase individuality, transforming girls into obedient assassins. Its impact reached far beyond espionage. The Red Room's fall represented Natasha's redemption arc, closing one of the MCU's longest-running shadows from the Cold War era. Fans often note how it highlights the darker side of heroism, that even the mightiest and most heroic Avengers were shaped by systems of manipulation and control.
We're all gonna die.